Hi guys, I'm Evan and welcome to the premiere episode of Crocodilian TV, where we take a closer look into the world of crocodilians. Now, first things first, I just want to point out that in no way at all am I an expert on crocodilians. I'm just a teenager who has a rather unhealthy obsession for them. And so with that in mind, I hope you enjoy this episode of Crocodilian TV, where we take a look into the world's largest and most aggressive crocodile, Crocodilus porosus, the saltwater crocodile. Crocodilians. Fast. Powerful. Prehistoric reptile. They have been around for 200 million years and are the perfect ambush predators. To most people, they're terrifying killing machines. But in truth, there is so much more to them than that. Welcome to Crocodilian TV. The saltwater crocodile, Crocodilus porosus, also known as the estuarine and Indo-Pacific crocodile, is the largest crocodilian on the planet. They also have the largest head of any crocodilian, which is designed for grabbing and crushing prey. They have 60 to 64 sharp teeth, with the small teeth located at the back of the jaws and the large teeth located at the front. Their eyes, their ears and their nose are located right on top of their head, allowing them to hold just their head above the water's surface. This allows them to smell and see all around them so that they can sneak up on unsuspecting prey. Crocodilians' eyes also shine bright in the dark when shined upon with light. This is because, like other animals such as cats, at the back of their eyeballs, crocodilians have a special reflective layer called the temprum lucidum, which makes their eyes shine bright orange when shined upon. Now, saltwater crocodiles have the strongest bite force of any animal in the animal kingdom alive today, with 3,000 pounds per square inch. Now, when you think about it, that force and these teeth, that could easily take off a limb. This is all thanks to two powerful muscles located at the back of their head, here and here. However, as I'm sure some of you will know, the muscles that actually open their jaws, located here and here, are actually so weak that a couple of loops of tape can actually hold their jaws shut without any problems. From the head of the crocodile, running down their neck and back to their tail, are osteoderms, which are bone under the skin, which is not only used for armour, but also allows the blood to reach the highest points of the croc's body, which warms their blood. Then, using their specialist hearts, they direct the blood to cooler parts of the body, allowing them to warm up faster. The osteoderms run down the base of the tail, where the saltwater crocodile has big scales called scutes. Running down the base of their tail, they have 20 to 24 double scutes and 18 to 22 single scutes, which run down to the end of their tail. As for the rest of the tail, it's just pure bone and muscle, which is used to power themselves through the water when swimming. The tail is also used to power themselves fast out of the water to attack prey at speeds of 18 miles per hour. And as with all crocodilians, salties use their tail to jump up out of the water to grab prey out of the air. Now, unlike most crocodilians, saltwater crocodiles have less bone in their skin, and because of this, they are highly valued for it. Which is why, in the 1970s, saltwater crocodiles became protected, since their wild population almost got shot out and went extinct due to being hunted for their skin and for trophy hunting. Now today, since they became protected, saltwater crocodiles' numbers have been the highest since records began, with a wild population of 300,000. Unlike crocodilians such as the Nile crocodile and the freshwater crocodile, saltwater crocodiles are very unsociable. Male saltwater crocodiles are highly territorial and will attack anything they don't like in their territory, being a boat or another croc, but they will tolerate females and smaller males that aren't a threat. But anything they don't like, they will chase out or kill. Male saltwater crocodiles grow to an average length of 5 meters and can weigh up to 1,000 kilos. However, the largest male saltwater crocodile ever caught and held in captivity was Lolong in 2011, who weighed 1,075 kilos and was over 6 meters long. However, sadly in 2013 he died due to the conditions he was kept in. Females, on the other hand, only reach an average length of 2.7 meters, even though there have been records of them over 3 meters, and rarely weigh over 150 kilos. Saltwater crocodiles have one of the largest ranges of any crocodilian, from north of Australia to New Guinea and the Philippines, to Thailand, all the way to the east of India. Living in rivers, streams, lakes, billabongs, mangrove swamps, brackish waters, and even coastlines. They even go out to sea. In fact, there are even rumours that salties have been seen off the coast of Japan and Africa. Now you may be wondering how saltwater crocodiles are able to go out to sea. Well, the clue is actually in the name. They are able to go out to sea because of a gland they have called a salt gland, that modified salinity glands on their tongue and that produce saline saliva. When the crocodile is in saline conditions, they also deal with salt by conserving water in their urine, producing a more milky, concentrated urine when in salt water. Other crocodilians have this salt gland as well, such as the American crocodile, Crocodilus acutus, but we'll talk about them in another episode. And so, because of salt glands, saltwater crocodiles are able to travel out to sea, using the currents of the ocean to move without expiring too much energy. Now when it comes to the breeding season, male saltwater crocodiles become highly territorial, often attacking pretty much anything that comes in their territory, because they'll think it's a rival male. Breeding takes place in the wet season, from September to October. Males mature at 16 years old and 3 meters long. Females, on the other hand, mature when they are 12 years old and 2.5 meters long. Now this is some footage I filmed a few months back of two mugger crocodiles mating, and as you can see, the two crocodiles take part in a courtship, which consists of affectionate behaviours such as bubble blowing, head rubbing, body rubbing, and swimming alongside each other. And when the female is ready, she will lift her tail up and mating takes place. This courtship can last days at times, with males and females mating repeatedly for long periods of time. After mating takes place, as the eggs develop inside the female, she will find an area to build her nest. She will find an area that is free from flooding but has easy access to the water and also has a lot of cover. The female salty will construct a nest that is 170 centimeters wide and around 60 centimeters high, going round in a circle, kicking up dead vegetation and mud to form a mound that will be her nest. After constructing her nest, the female saltwater crocodile will eat as much as she can to help the eggs develop inside of her. Female saltwater crocodiles will lay their eggs in November or December, waiting till the cover of dark to lay. In an average clutch, the female will lay 20 to 40 eggs. Large female salties can lay from 40 to 60 eggs, and there have even been records of females laying up to 90 eggs. However, still only 1% of the hatchlings will make it to adulthood. After laying her eggs, the female saltwater crocodile will guard them from other predators such as goannas and wild pigs. It takes roughly 90 days for the eggs to hatch out, and when the hatchlings do, they call from inside their eggs, letting their mum know they're ready to come into the world. As soon as the mother hears the babies calling from inside the eggs, she comes straight over to her nest, where she digs her babies out and gently, yes, gently, picks them up in her jaws and carries them to the water. Once the babies are carried down to the water's edge, they are natural-born swimmers, and they will all gather together in a big group to protect themselves from predators. Their mother will protect them for a few weeks after they have hatched, but then she will leave the hatchlings to fend for themselves. As hatchlings, young salties will prey on insects, amphibians, and small fish. As they grow, they will eat larger prey. Once they have become around a metre long, they are considered juveniles, and will eat larger fish, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and pretty much anything they can fit in their mouth. Once the juveniles surpass 2 metres, they are considered subadults. They will hunt larger prey such as pigs, larger fish, macropods, birds, reptiles, and even younger crocs. Once the young crocs become full grown, there isn't much they can't eat. Everything is on the menu. Now for females, adult size is around 2.7 metres, and they will eat large fish, adult macropods, reptiles, pigs, and even humans. The same goes for males, however. Males can grow up to 5 metres long, and at that size they can take down, kill and eat a full-grown cattle or wild buffalo. They will take their prey down to the bottom of the river or lake and wedge it under something. They will return a while later to eat the rotting flesh, due to the fact that rotting flesh is easier for crocodiles to digest. Once they have had a good feed, they can go for months without having to eat again. After World War II, saltwater crocodiles were nearly shot out and nearly went extinct in the 1960s. So the Australian government made saltwater crocodiles a protected species. And with help from crocodile farms, the wild population has flourished, and crocodiles are now a tourism attraction, where people will go out on boat trips to watch wild crocodiles being fed, jumping out of the water to grab their prey. However, crocodiles still cause a problem, so trapping teams have been formed to go around trapping nuisance crocodiles and place them in farms and parks, where they are either used for breeding, display, or sadly used for their skins and meat. However, this does help, as it has been found out that salties can find their way back home if relocated, which doesn't really solve the problem or slows it down. So by rehoming the crocs in farms and zoos and parks, it's really the best option. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Crocodilian TV. I hope you all enjoyed it and learned something new about saltwater crocodiles. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought about this episode. I'd love to hear your opinion. And I'll see you next Sunday where we look into the world of the second Australian species of crocodilian, the freshwater crocodile. I'll see you then. Goodbye.